Okay, welcome back to the second episode. In this episode we're going to be covering the bottom section here, and I'm going to move on to hopefully finish the rest of the application. When the application's finished, we can then go in and put the icons and just really bring it to life a little bit. So firstly, I just want to, let's see where we're at. I think I'm going to do this little bar to begin with down here. To do that, I just want to go to my document. I just want to do a new div, and I just want to call it channels. Well, what can we call it? User area. Hyphen user area, and I just want to give it a background of, let's see, they've got so many different colours of grey in here, it's mental. I think I'll just actually put this colour on the div instead of making it a variable. Dot channels hyphen user area. I'm going to give it a background of, I'll just give it the background like that. And then within here, let's just do a dot channels. No, we can actually just do a dot icons. A dot icon. And let's actually call it dot name. Then within here, let's just do a span. We do a span for the icon itself. And let's just put an A in there now, and then let's just put a H4. Let's just do Adam the ... And then let's just do the icons, and let's just do 3 icons in here. So let's just do span I and copy out 3, because that's going to replicate the icons. Let's go back to the document. So now you can see this div's up here. To move it to the bottom, that's all we're going to do is margin top auto. No, that didn't work. So let's go back to the document. Let's make sure that the height is 100% on the parent, which it is. We need to make this display flex direction column. So go back to the dot channels, to display flex, and what was it? Flex direction column. So this is down at the bottom now, and it's going to stay at the bottom. We can give it the same padding as the rest of the container. I think it was, let's see, was it 10 pixels? And let's just do display flex again. And within here, let's just do the name. So we're targeting the name div. Display flex direction column. Let's just double check I'm doing this correctly. Okay, let's just take that off for now. Let's just do H4 margin 0. And for the span, I'm going to give it a width of, I think it's the same as these, or maybe a little bit smaller. Yeah, it's a bit smaller. Let's just do width of 25 pixels, height 25 pixels. background, let's do red, border radius 50%, maybe a little bit bigger, 30 pixels. Align items center, justify content center, oops, justify items, maybe it's just text align actually. Okay, anyway, don't worry about this for now because we're not even having a text inside. It should be an icon. What color was it? Let's just do color purple. And color white. And then margin right 5 pixels. Oops. So let's add a class to that nav and just say user icon. I'm not naming my classes very good at the moment, so feel free to name them something better. Okay, maybe we can bring this up to 35 pixels. Then bring the span down to 12 pixels. Okay, what's happening here? Let's just give this a class, subtext. To 12 pixels, and then on the margin, no, there's no margin on the H4. So why is this text? It must be the line height. So on the H4, let's just do line height 0. For the margin, let's just do margin on the top of 10 pixels. And then not everywhere else. And maybe we just do 5 at the bottom to give it a little bit more space. It may not even be 5, it might be like 3 pixels here. Cool. And then what we can do with the icons, we can just target the icon div and do margin left auto. Maybe not. I was expecting that to move over to the side. Okay, maybe if I give this a width. Okay, maybe we can do a line self. And let's see. Okay, so if I just do on the user area, justify content space between. This is going to bring the icons over to the right hand side, and then let's see how the icons are spaced out. So the icons themselves, so we can do span, and we can do padding 10 pixels, see what happens. Cool. Yeah, so that looks a lot better now. Maybe we need to actually do a line item center. So on the user area, let's just do a line items center. So that's going to bring them in line vertically. And yeah, this is looking a lot better now. Obviously the icons aren't in yet, so that always makes it look a little bit like cheap, but yeah, I think it's looking good. So I reckon we should target this upper bar here. And to do that, let's just go back to the HTML. And then next door to channels, we want to make one more div for the chat. And then within the chat, let's make a nav. And then the nav contains whatever chat we're in. So let's just do the header. We can just do span and maybe just do a h2 for, oops, for general. And then we can do the right hand side. So this is the, I'll just call it icons again. I'll just do icons. So what we might have to do now is we might have to give it a fixed height, and we might have to give this a fixed height too. Let's just double check. So channel outer, chat outer. This needs to be display flex. And then let's do dot chat, and we can target the navigation. We can do border bottom, and let's just take the same border as we put on the other nav. Let's just do display flex also. Justify content space between, so this should put the icons on the right hand side. Let's just do width 100% on chat. That's going to bring it across. If you notice here now, it's messed up the width of our chat. Okay, what we want to do is on the chat, we want to do width calc. Oops. Width calc. So it's going to calculate the width of 100%, and we want to minus it by the width of the channels, which is 240 pixels. So this is going to keep the width there, and then it's going to give us the correct width on the chat. And what I was saying earlier is this line does not line up with this line now. I don't know why the colour seems a little bit different as well. So firstly, let's just remove the margins on the H2. And let's just do flex direction column. Oh no, sorry, row, that was fine. Let's target the header and let's do display flex. And for the nav, I just want to give it a height of, let's just say 80 pixels. We can do 58 pixels on this nav, and let's go to the other nav and let's give it a height of 58 pixels as well. And we also want to give it padding of 15 pixels. Line item center. And let's do the same for the header. I also want to give this a font size of 16. Maybe the span can actually be bigger. Font size 20 pixels. Margin right 10 pixels. And I think this colour actually seems a little bit different to the one I thought it was going to be. See, this colour just seems a little bit more grey. Don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to leave these icons out now for now because we don't have any. We'll just source them at the end. And now let's just build this left-hand section. So we can do that by going inside the chat, making another container to contain all of this, like in the chat. We just call it chat in there. And then we can do the chat itself. So let's just say messages. And the right hand side can be .members. So the messages can just have the lower message bar. So we can call it messages send. And for the upper, like where the messages go, we can just say messages received. And within messages send, let's just put an input text. So what I want to do is, let's just go down to the bottom, let's just do members width 240, background red, and height 100%. And let's go to the chat in there. So let's make another div .chat in there, and we can say display flex again. And let's just think of the best way of doing this. Maybe we could do width calc. Oh, sorry. Let's target messages. Do width calc 100% minus 240 pixels. And let's just do height 100% on chat in there. So for this left hand side where the chat actually goes, we want to fix this messages send back to the bottom. So within messages, let's do messages send. We'll do background, let's just say green. We don't need to give it a fixed height. Let's just do margin top auto. And on the messages, let's just do display flex direction column. Okay, so I need to actually put on the chat display flex. So dot chat and flex direction column. So that's going to bring that sort of member section out to the right hand side, and it's going to put our input down to the bottom. So let's just do, on the messages send, let's just do a padding of 15 pixels. And let's just do input width 100%, height 40 pixels. Let's just take off this background green. And let's just give the input a background color of then let's just do border border radius 10 pixels. And then let's give us the same. Actually, I think we could actually even take the styling directly from the class that we've done for this channels. Yeah, let's just give it a class of channels before members, and let's just remove the background red. Actually, that's going to confuse things. Let's just remove that channels class. Let's just put a padding of 15 pixels on it. Let's just add a placeholder onto the input. Let's just do padding 20 pixels, or maybe 10 pixels. Let's give the members a background of that darker grey. So yeah, I think it looks a lot more similar to the Discord site now. So I'm just going to end the video here because I notice it's getting long. I'm going to continue developing this, and hopefully we can add the icons and stuff in next, so to really bring it to life. So I'll see you back in the next video.